those injuries hurt more when you're down on the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we have had a lot of injuries, even in comparison to other clubs, actually. I think our injury rate's pretty high.
Yeah,
I think we're up around like 10 at the moment, out of probably even a few more, like with a squad of about 30 players.
yeah.
So,
Why do you think
and
that
only
is?
17 play each week.
Why do you think there's increased rate injuries at the moment?
Yeah, so there's a bit of a debate going at the moment. A few of the coaches aren't happy with the six again call in the game. So the six again call basically makes you like you give away a penalty, and they instead of giving away a penalty, sorry, where they would normally call a penalty, they just call a six again call, and you get a whole nother new set of six. So you're just defending tackles back to back, and what it does is creates a lot more fatigue. So there's a whole lot of research around basically fatigue and increasing injury risk. So that's one of the arguments at the moment throughout the NRL and the coaches, whether the game's causing more injuries this year because the stats actually say that the injury rate has almost doubled in comparison to last year.
Yeah,
Um, the other argument is, the deconditioning side of it. So when we went away for the COVID break, we probably had like a 4 to 6 week period where you weren't able to actually monitor what the players were doing. Everything just came to a halt. So where we'd normally actually use GPS to monitor what was going on and monitor fatigue and actually monitor the load of what players were doing, we weren't able to do that, obviously. So it's a tough one to just pin it on the actual fatigue, but the deconditioning side, I think, definitely comes into it as well.
yeah, yeah. We've
So
found
yeah,
there's a lot of research showing in workplaces when people have a break, because you can become, with any sort of physical work task, you become conditioned to that physical load, the physical demands of the
yeah, that's right.
task. And someone goes on holiday or someone has a prolonged break, whether it be from an injury
Yep,
or whatever, they come back and they are deconditioned to those work tasks. It's exactly the same as what happens with you guys in the in sports.
exactly right. Yes.
And if you can
Yeah.
measure it and if you can manage it, then it's a key. So after someone has had a
Yep.
break, making sure that you can identify if they are at a risk and then using the data to build that back up.